Good day, Grade 9 learners. Welcome to Thuma Mina Teaching. You are tuned into your third lesson for Term 3, EMS Financial Literacy. Today we will take a closer look at the general ledger, specifically regarding creditors. So grab your pen and notebook and let's go. Okay, Grade 9s, let's quickly revise the concept of creditors. When goods are sold on credit, the business expects the customer to settle the amount at a later stage. So the first transaction that will take place is when items are bought on credit. This transaction is recorded in the CJ. Now at some point, the business will have to repay the creditors. When they pay the money they owe or part of it, the transaction will be recorded in the CPJ. So today we will be looking at the creditors' transactions on the general ledger. Grade 9s, you will remember with the general ledger there are two golden rules. Let's quickly revise these golden rules. If a column total is recorded in the general ledger, you will post the column total to the ledger on the last day of the month. For example, creditors control, trading stock, and stationery in this example will all be on the last day of the month. If it is a sundry account, you will post the amount to the ledger on the date that the transaction took place. For example, equipment will be recorded on the 13th of June 2021. Grade 9s, if you feel you don't understand the general ledger yet, please revisit our previous lessons with regards to the general ledger, as this lesson is only about credit transactions and the general ledger. Okay, so first, let's look at the creditors journal and how we will record these transactions to the general ledger. Grade 9s, can you still remember the acronym DALIC? Quickly recap with a friend in class and discuss on which side do you think equipment will increase. Yes, that's correct. Equipment increases on the debit side because it is an asset. The next account is trading stock. Trading stock is also an asset and will also then be debited because assets increase. Creditors control is credited because it is a liability and increases on the credit side. Stationery increases on the debit side because expenses must be debited. Okay, so now that that's sorted, let's go and look at the CPJ and how that will be recorded in the general ledger. Bank is credited with the amount of 2,250 Rand because we paid our creditors, and the bank is a current asset and therefore decreases on the credit side. Creditors control is debited with the amount of 2,250 Rand because the creditors are a liability and decrease on the debit side. Okay, so let's summarize this lesson. When you post from the cash payments journal to the general ledger, you credit the bank account and debit the creditors control account. Creditors control is a liability, therefore it decreases on the debit side. And that's all for now, Grade 9s. We'll see each other next time when we will be discussing the creditors ledger. This will be our last lesson.